Okay, so it's on the upswing. So if it's on the upswing, put down a little more. So that. Alright, so it's back to going up. It's going higher as it's going through the sky today. That's good. Yep, it is. At least until it gets on the other side of my lunar noon, anyways. That's nice. Look at the wizard coming in. Right there. Perfect. Centered right there in the moon. Alright, this is full moon. For me in Massachusetts, this is a Thursday night, early, probably 9:30, 10 o'clock maybe, if that. Nice. Damn it. So I'm doing 360s. Watch. Doing a little move right there. And then I started at the beginning again. I have a pause on this camera, but I'm just trying not to use it unless I really keep shaking around a lot, because I want anybody watching these videos to see what I'm doing, how easy it is. I don't want to keep pausing if I don't have to. And I'm letting it go light to light. I know it's a little bit boring, but I'm letting it go light to light intentionally. As I explained in an earlier video, because what I'm doing is I'm letting the light and the shadows crop the imagery for you. As it's coming in, I call it entering the light and leaving the light. And you'll see that the larger images that make up the moon, because it's image within image from the veil to the ground. So the large images that we can see from the ground with our own eyes, we don't even really need a telescope, really, to tell you the truth. It'll take maybe a year or so just looking at it through a telescope. You'll memorize where all the images are. And then when you look up at it like I am right now, I can just cut them out with my eyes. Upside down, sideways, it doesn't matter. Or straight on. And no matter what I do, I can't help but to see it all now and see it for what it is. The images in the moon never change. It's not like the clouds or the trees or the water. The images in the moon. So that's the nice thing about it. It still is feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast over and over from the veil to the ground, image within image. So that's good evidence for everybody. So now that it came in and it cropped with the light on that side, now it's going to be leaving again. And what I mean by the shadows is that it's going into the dark of the telescope. It's not actually, the moon's going into the night, of course, but as far as the telescope's concerned, it's just cutting off because it's the end of the telescope. So you can see that. So it's actually light to light is really what it is. But I'm letting the light come in as it's coming in, and then when you see it, it's going to start cropping with the light again on one side, and then with the shadows on the other side. I guess that's more of a way to describe it, because it does that coming in. It does the same exact thing. You'll see, like right now, you see how all the light is coming through, shadows disappear, so the larger images are more clear to your eyes. You can see them better. It's all purposeful. It was all intentional, so that we could all see it like that, right? Those are some of the faces that I was going in real hard on with the video I did last week or the week before on the moon. You can see his face really clearly when I'm going through like this. I'm ready to do another turn. And I'm doing really small turns today because I know I got time. I know I got time because it's a fairly clear night. They got a haze over the whole sky, but I don't see them trailing tonight, which is very surprising. Because for the last 3 nights, they were trailing. Now tonight, the full moon, they stopped. So maybe they already got enough dumped out in the atmosphere to do what they got to do. That's why I say it's not to hide things from us, because we can see it. We can see it clearly. They don't need to do that. They hide it in plain sight. They hide the evidence right in plain sight because they just tell anybody that looks that you're crazy. You're not seeing what you can see. They're telling you you're wrong. You don't see what you see. It's fucking ridiculous. You know, I've been telling everybody on YouTube for like good 2-3 years now. If you go back and watch my series that I make, that YouTube was going to do this. YouTube's actually since COVID, since the COVID shit happened, because they did it then. They did it with words that we used, things we said, all would shut your channel down for anything. And now that you got, I was saying the other night, you got Peter Thiel with Palantir coming in, and he's going to merge everything. So it's digital ID time, and everybody's just going along with it. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. I'm watching my own family and stuff. They're all just ignoring that this is happening. All the people around me, I go around, talk to people and shit all the time, just people in life, and none of them know about anything, man. I ran into a girl the other day, and I just got done lecturing somebody at the time, a good friend, about the homeless bullshit, right? Because it's not just about the homeless. They do this all the time. Everything's upside down world. Everything's backwards. So they say it's about doing something that's going to be good, which is helping people that are on drugs. But they're not really actually offering to help them. They're offering to jail them. So they're helping the people that have to look at the people on drugs and have to deal with them as far as the homeless goes. But if that's all it was, then it wouldn't be worded in the executive order, would not be worded as camping and vans. They would just say drug addicts, alcoholics that are on the street causing trouble that should be locked up and jailed, right? Maybe that like I said, that's not even a good idea either. The better idea might be to actually help them, because we all know we can fix these problems. What they've done, what the government's done, is they go so far left that it drives everybody crazy. And then when everybody says, all right, we had enough, like, the drugs that they give people that are getting off of heroin, that are dealing with heroin addiction, right? You can go to the clinic, and the drugs that they give you there, the heroin addicts are telling me for years now, a couple of years, that it's stronger and better than the shit they can buy on the street. Whatever this fake shit is, I always forget the name of it, so I don't want to say. I think there's like 2 or 3 different ones, but the latest one they made is stronger than the heroin that they can get on the street. So, if that's the case, they're addicted to the fucking fake shit now more than they're addicted to the street stuff. You follow? So, it's like it was all intentional. So they go so far fucking left that it drives everybody nuts. And then when everybody has had enough, they go so far right. They don't come to a middle ground. They're all working together. All sides are working together. Just like Hollywood worked with the medical industry back under the Lion Mama Kona 19 shit. The medical industry was lying to us, our own family and friends. Were saying shit that made no fucking sense. The 6 feet apart, the wearing a diaper on your face that don't stop nanocarbons anyway. The not being able to go, it was just proving that you're going to be a good slave. Are you going to be a good slave? Shut your fucking mouth and do what we tell you, or we'll make your life a living hell. That's what it was about. It certainly wasn't about any of the claims that they made. That was pretty apparent. And then it divided everybody, because you had, what was it, 73% of the population went and took that fucking poison jab, and all the damage of that's all coming out. And then it's coming out that when they take the jab, that it didn't even stop the virus. These people still got the virus. They made false claims they can't prove of, such as, oh, you didn't have it as bad as you would have if you didn't take the shot. It's full of shit. I don't fucking know what the hell they're talking about. But you get the COVID 8-9 times. You end up with, other sicknesses and bullshit that happens from the shot that no one even talks about. It was stupid. It was stupid. But we did it. We did it. And that was to prove how fucking dumb we are, so that when they put Trump in place, and Trump did not get voted in, he was put in place. He was put in place. They wrote about this shit for hundreds of years. They played it out just the way they told us they were going to play it out. Now they're pulling the churches, the medical industry, politics, private business, capitalism, everything all fucking together in one on an internet basis, entertainment, music, everything, banking, everything, everything. It's fucking ridiculous. And everyone's going along with it. People around me are still planning their vacations. They're still going out of their minds, but pretending that they're not, trying to make purchases that are really on credit cards and owing everybody to do everything, even if they're making good money still. They haven't lost their job yet. No empathy for the people who are all losing their jobs. That's another thing. No one has any empathy for all the people that are losing their jobs, not realizing that that's them in another 3 to 6 months, right? Because because now that they passed this fucking bill, right? Everybody that we know in the medical industry, of course they're going to get less hours. Of course they're going to get laid off and fired. If you're going to take 14 million, that's the low estimate, 14 million off Medicare, and then you're taking another 17 million supposedly off, 14 off Medicaid and 17 million off Medicare. And then on top of that, you're dumping their Section 8, which was helping them pay other rent and bills. Then on top of that, it's just groceries and it's cost of living, and electric bills have all fucking skyrocketed, gone up. I don't want to lie, so I don't know what the exact amount is, but the intention is 30% by the end of 2025 will have gone up throughout this 1 year. That's a pretty good fucking hike in electricity. I'm going to do a turn. And yet everybody's arguing and fighting with each other. Households, I can hear even the neighbors and shit arguing about it, you know. The fucking electric bill's through the roof. What the fuck are you guys doing? What's going on? The electric bill's so freaking high. But it's not anything anybody's doing new. You know, yeah, the air conditioners are in the windows and shit like that, but even when you're trying to shut all the extra lights off and all that kind of crap, it's still phenomenally fucking expensive. Purposely phenomenally expensive. So we all knew that all this was coming down, and we knew that the censorship was going to start, and we knew that Peter Thiel was involved. We knew about this Agenda 2025 or whatever they're calling it. We knew about all that. It's the opposite drastic bullshit that the left was doing when they were running the show, with, as far as politics goes. It's just so also fake, man. It's also fucking fake, all of it. And waking up to it, it does suck when you feel so alone waking up to it, because you feel like you're the only one. And then every once in a while I'll hear somebody on YouTube or something, which now I'm not going to be able to do anymore. And I guess I should talk about that during this video. I don't have much longer on here. A lot of people don't. Even though I'm not monetized, I talk a lot of shit that they don't want people talking about. So now that the censorship is starting worldwide, because Australia, the United Kingdom, they came down real hard just right last week. So now us, by the 13th, it's already happening to us, and it was already happening all along. They're just kind of letting us know that it's happening now, where before they denied it. They tried to keep a plausible deniability that they were doing it, but now they're just going to come straight out and just tell you you're fucking slaves. That's it. You know, there were so many years that you owned nothing and you were happy because you believed. You had a belief system. You believed in the economic system and the greatness of the America or whatever country you live in, because it's the same in every country, all based on belief systems. And deep down, you can try to believe all you want, but deep down, we know that we're lying to ourselves about everything. We know that everything's a lie, so you can't really fool yourself. That's where that mirror neuron and the mirror neuron manipulator come in, because the mirror neuron manipulator allows you to protect your mirror neuron so you're not upset, crying, and for all the stupid shit that we all do. Because we would be, because there's just so many millions of fucking upon millions of stupid things that we all do as human beings. It's crazy. So YouTube is going to be shutting everybody out. So I'm gonna give it up. I'm gonna give up the internet. I'm gonna give up the internet of things. What I'll do is, for the most part, anyways, I'm just gonna keep doing the videos as long as they'll let the channel stand. But doing the videos to me only consists of 2 camera phones now. I'm down to, because the other one's broke. So just these 2 camera phones that I make videos with. That's it. And if I don't say anything in them and I'm just showing everybody everything, maybe somebody will come along and see it. But I already have enough videos of talking that myself and others are speaking in the videos, and those videos, if they don't just take down the videos themselves, but I think there's too many of them to do that. I think that as soon as August 13th or whatever their deadline is, I think that's when it's all going to happen for everybody. So my channel was always being hidden. It's not like it ever made it really to any algorithm. I've been complaining about that since day one, and people would laugh at me. I remember making a series with Rick from Tripping Sponge, and Rick used to laugh about that too and say, of course you're not going to make the algorithms, man. What the fuck do you think? You only got like 20 subscribers. You're nobody, and which is true, still true today, because that's about all I really have even today. We got maybe 30 to 50 actual human subscribers, and out of those subscribers, maybe 20 of them on a regular basis will tune in to see what I'm up to. Otherwise, it's not like these other big channels where you got thousands or millions. I got to assume a lot of those are mostly robots too. I mean, how do you pick up, unless you got like something that goes viral? If you got a video that goes viral or something, I could see picking up thousands of subscribers in 6 months or whatever. And if they're waiting for likes and shares, that don't happen often on my videos either. So if you're not getting likes and shares, then they tell you it doesn't make the algorithm. And if that is the case, then that would be understandable too. But still, it's all built to be against us, And all I'm trying to do is show you guys that you can all see it. You can all see it for yourselves. And so my regular YouTube, I'm going to get rid of my computer, so I'm not going to be able to make videos on my computer. I think I have to. Because this is just too much. It's just too much. And everybody's going along with it. And I don't want to feel like that, that I'm just going along with what everybody's doing. I want to fight it all the way. The digital currency bullshit and all the shit they're pulling on us and everything. I just don't want to go along with it. I know that I have no choice. They're going to win, because 7.8 billion zombie slaves around me all are just going along with it all. So what can I do? All I can do is stay calm. It doesn't do any good to get upset about it. I just keep putting it out there, talking to people the best that I can. Over the years, you think that you're getting better at presentation, so you don't scare people away. So, you know that they're all fucking zombies, so you got to make sure they're going to immediately call you the nutbag if you start showing them what I'm showing you guys. So, you know, you got to have your strength that way and not care. You got everybody around you, you know, family, friends, people you work with, townspeople, whatever, everyone you meet. If you try to bring these things up, and I have to, it's not like I can keep silent about this. It's not. It's too important, and it's easy to show. It's easy to show people that we can see it for ourselves. So I don't have to feel weird or strange that I have something that you have to believe in. I'm not giving you something that you have to have belief in. I'm giving you something that you can go see for yourselves. You can all see it. So, anyways, I'm gonna have to bail on the whole internet thing. I don't even want to have my little flip phone anymore. Really, I just want to get rid of it all. I don't want nothing to do with any of this shit. It's bullshit. And then to have to watch my children be brought up this way and be brought up in this system like this really sucks too. I mean, I think we're fucking the kids over really bad doing this to the kids. And it's just so shitty. It's so shitty. They're not going to have any freedoms. It's so different than when we were kids. You know, I'm 50 something. I'm 55, I think, or something. So, yeah, 55. But when I was a kid, all the shit that we used to be able to do, the freedoms we had, the going outside and playing, and back then, just didn't think it was all so fucking great. We thought, you know, it was torture that I had to ride my bicycle all over town. When I wanted to go places, I had to walk there and ride my bicycle for miles and miles away. I used to get pissed growing up throughout the years at my parents, of course, like we all did, because we said, um, you know, different times when you get older, you look back and you say, why did they let us do that? That was so dangerous, you know? Everything, because everything was fucking dangerous back then. And then nowadays, we're like close to being helicopter parents all the time. Most of us are close to being helicopter parents. That's why you don't see kids, 20, 30 of them all getting together, playing at the park, getting in trouble, what we call trouble. Um, it's really not trouble. It's just learning life lessons and shit like that. It doesn't always have to be trouble. Um, they make it into trouble. The government makes it in everything a broken law. All fun, all things that are considered fun and free. And that's what they're doing with the camping stuff, right? And I'll jump around a little bit in the conversation. But now that they're doing that with the homeless, the uh, people camping in their car, camping in their vans, van life. That's the word I would term. So van life. The girl that I ran into the other day was doing a van life thing, and she said, "Yeah, I'm planning on going up to Maine. I've been in Ware and Palmer for the last 3 months, and I'm going up to Maine." And I said, "Oh no shit." I said, "Well, you heard about the new executive order that just went through?" And she's like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah, Trump just 2 days ago or whatever, 2, 3 days ago, signed a new executive order, and you know, and you could tell this girl was not on drugs, just like a lot of them are not. I know a lot of the homeless people around, and the people that are living in the woods, people who are living in their cars, you name it, and I don't think all the drug addicts all live with somebody, as I do know a lot. Maybe a couple alcoholic homeless around me, maybe two or three alcoholics out of 20, 30, right? So that ain't bad. There's probably like down by the rivers and stuff like that, and around town, there's probably about 30 people that are homeless. So then the first day Trump came out with his executive order, and he said he was going to offer grants to any law enforcement agencies that were willing to step it up on getting rid of the homeless. Let's lock them up. So it costs $120,000 a year to house somebody in a prison cell or a jail cell, and rather than just try to help them. You could get them a tiny house apartment and build little tiny house apartment complexes and tell them and work on getting them off of drugs while you're letting them have a little tiny house. That would be like an eighth of the cost for housing and even food. But then that doesn't make sense either because they went and shut off Meals on Wheels. So Meals on Wheels used to help people in those situations, people that were on drugs trying to get back on their feet, veterans, senior citizens, handicapped people. I mean, it worked good for everybody, and it was very helpful. And then you had all the food pantries that were around, all the people that were poverty level, poverty stricken, yet they were still paying their rent. But once you pay your rent, your electric, your gas, your phone, your internet, all your bills, and then when you're done, you got no money for groceries. So they used to have to go and stand in line. Some of them didn't really like it. They were, kind of proud and stuff as they did it. And now that's all been taken away from them. So I mean, it just goes on and on and on. It's obvious that what's happening, but yet so many people fell out of the boiling pot into the flame. They've been burning for some 50, 60 years now, including myself all my life. So that's why I can't brag about being on the awakening and being able to see this all of a sudden for the last 9 years of my life. Why didn't I see it before that 9 years? The Lion Mama Kona 19 was such a good head start for closing down businesses, fucking up the economy, because what it did was it turned the economy upside down because there was so much extra money being given and printed in order to make it through this terrible time. And every fucking president, trillions and trillions added to the deficit so that when we leave here, our children are going to get stuck with all that. I mean, this is ridiculous, man. It's so fucking ridiculous. And now we can't even talk about it, the ridiculousness of it anymore. These videos will get shut down and my videos will get locked out from most people, even though my videos never say for kids. I always push the button and say not for kids, right? Just because I swear and shit like that. But that's not what this bill was all about. Just like that wasn't the bill that I was telling the van life girl. They play it off as it's about drug addicts, but it's really about anybody camping, van life, you name it. Just the same thing that why they're selling, because they're selling off all of our forestries and all our public lands, and they're selling them to private entities. They're claiming that they're not doing that, but that's what they're doing. The worst part of it all for me is watching the weather wars because people can't even wrap their hand around something that they can just look up in the sky and see happening every day, and they refuse to do it. They just refuse to look. And we can see that alone without seeing the true creator's work like I'm showing you here. We can see the human influence in the weather system, what we call Mother Nature. And we can all see it with our own eyes. And it always has made, and I've been, like I always say, it was about 30 years or more of dealing with the trails. Now that I found the true creator's work, I don't even like talking about the trails anymore. I'm forced to because nobody will even look. So I'm forced to still bring it up and say, are you fucking kidding me? You're still going to call them clouds? You're going to call that clouds? Come on. You're going to call that jets going back and forth from the airport? No. Flying at 10,000 feet? Come on, man. You guys are all supposed to be the smart ones. You're supposed to be the ones that are educated. I only know these things because I had an interest. When I looked with my eyes, I started asking some questions, and then I realized, oh my God, 10,000 feet, that's military airspace. Oh my God, if it was planes coming and going from the airport, unless we lived right around the airport, then you'll see them going up and down all the time, not just not just certain days. What are the airports shut down on Thursday, Friday, Saturday this week, and then Monday, Tuesday of next week, and then Wednesday and Friday of the following week, because that's what they do with the trails. The trails are sporadic. They know what they're doing. If they got a storm they're brewing somewhere, you can see they drop the fucking trails out in one area, and then they drive the fucking clouds into another area to crash into other clouds that they, threw out of the back of a jet in another area. We know that's what they're fucking doing. And we pretend to be surprised. I did see somebody that I'd like to probably tag the series to and make the series to. Tracy Derwin is her name. And she works with another guy that used to work with Jamie Lee from A Plain Truth about the fires, talking about fires, energy weapons, and that kind of shit. And she used to be a brush and makeup girl. That's why the name of her channel is Brush Something. Brush Queen? I don't know. But her investigations and her research, she learns a lot of things that everybody should know. So I'm thinking about making a series to her. I'll probably get copyright strikes, but the reason why I make series out to people is to call them out, because I have no way other to get in touch with people. If I was just to reach out to her in the message board on her channel or something like that, and if I sign up for her channel and then message her on the board and whatever, she may or may not even get back to me, and the chances of her going and looking at what I'm trying to show all of you, I don't know that she would, and I don't know that her friend would either. When you start getting big on YouTube or anywhere for that matter, I guess, you probably don't mean to, but you start to look down on the little people. You might just look and say, oh my God, this dude's got 275 subscribers. I'll look at a couple of videos, but I don't see nothing that's going to interest me, that kind of thing. And you just move on, and you're going to be missing something really big. That when you put this together with all the other information you've been researching, you're going to see, oh my God, it all fits. It all fucking fits. And I can see it. That's the best part about it. Because it's provable. We can all see it. We can agree on it. We can agree that we all see it. It's not a mirage. It's not magic. This is not witchcraft. The most amazing part about that part is go town by town, city by city, state by state, start looking around all over the earth and look at how many people are doing what I'm doing right now, right? Hardly anybody's doing it. Nobody's got telescopes, and if they do, they're not mounting cameras on them. It's so far and few between of people that are even doing videos and photos of the moon. I've been going through that for years, saying, where the fuck is everybody? This is why nobody sees it, because nobody wants to look. Nobody wants to fucking look, so they're not going to see it. And this is a $10 tag sale telescope with an eyepiece glue gunned onto a camera that I use to mount to my telescope. It's that easy. And I do 360s with it on there. I'm not saying that I'm anything special for doing it. I'm saying 7.8 billion zombie slaves refuse to fucking do it. They refuse to look. They will not go look for themselves. I've suggested it over the years. Print up photographs. I go through that with everybody on my channel. I say print up moon photographs. Print them up with a reverse telescope and a standard telescope. Sit them side by side. Throw them around. Throw some light around them. Start looking in on them using your camera phone. Using your camera phone helps. You're using it as a magnifier. You're not really using it once because you can use a magnifying glass too. You can do the same thing that you do with your camera, but magnifying glasses are circular. So they give the wrong impression of images, I noticed, where a camera or just your eyes or a square, if you get one of the rectangle, but even those had a little bit of bend to them. I just didn't like them. You know, those big square ones for reading books, big square magnifying glass. So I've had those, and I used to do videos with them too and stuff too. So if you go through my videos, if you go through my video logs, I made a lot of good videos over the years doing different shit like that. One of the things that I love doing too, and I showed everybody how to do it, was print the moon up on clear plastic, because you can use those iron-on, the iron-on that you can print on the printer, and you can print up on the printer the iron-on things onto clear plastic. I buy those clear, thick sheets of plastic, and the fucking printer prints right on them. And then once I realized, oh my God, then I can heat shrink the other side onto a thick piece of plastic, and I'll have a clear moon. That's awesome, because all the imagery is so nice to be able to see, because you can bring light through the front, through the back, and all over the place. You can bounce the light around inside all those little granular lines of the detail that makes up these images, you know, because it's image within image within image. So you go down deeper into it, and you can see all the images in every direction. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. It would probably suck if I was a different person, where I was going out of my mind that nobody else looks, but I kind of gave up on it now. I kind of am just like, fuck it. I mean, what can I do? I can't do nothing. All I can do is try to let everybody know. I can try to put a little bit into my kids so that they know they don't listen to nothing I fucking say. They're looking forward to being a zombie. Being a zombie is fun for them, you know? Dad wants to you tell them, I don't want to take nothing away. I want them to put it away. I want them to put their cell phones away and not take them out. I want them to turn off the computers, the laptops, the video games, all that, and put them away on their own. I want them to, I mean, they're getting older now, but I want them to go outside and play with sticks and listen to the crickets and the birds. And even though I have a much deeper understanding for how bad listening to crickets and birds is, because of the sound resonance and the sine waves that are created by their squeaky voices, but that's a whole nother topic. And that conversation could be had, but they don't do any of that. Everybody's going digital. We feed them plastics, you know, to turn their bodies into a fiber optic cable to work with their cell phone and the system. You know, we put rubber shoes on their feet. We spray trails all over the sky that break their connection from the sun and the moon. I mean, what the fuck are we doing? And we all got some bullshit story. We do it because we're good citizens. We do it because we're good Catholics. We do it because we're good Christians. We do it because we're good Muslims. We do it because bullshit. We do it because we're slaves. We do it because we're fucking dumbed down zombie slaves. I know I jump around a lot, but earlier I was saying something about having nothing and being happy, and I've been talking about this lately. You know, for all these years we thought we owned our homes, we thought we owned our cars, we thought we owned our bicycles, our lawnmowers, our boats. And over the years, there was always someone to let you know the truth, and we just ignore it. Actually, the state owns your property that your house is built on, and you'll never really own your home. The deed that your home is written out on says copy of deed, It never says the deed, even though you paid it off. Maybe because you took a second mortgage, third mortgage, who the fuck knows, but somehow we never really have ownership of anything and we don't really care. It's not like we can hand it off to our children because we got a 73% death tax we got to pay in order to do that anyway. And it's not worth our kids having to be burdened with a expensive property that they're not going to, what the hell's the sense if you got to come up with that much cash just to inherit your family's farm or whatever it is. It's crazy. And yet we just keep on doing it. We just keep on doing it. You know, the other day talking to a bunch of kids, younger guys, and they don't realize and believe me that their names were sold on the human stock market like cattle. They don't believe it as U.S. citizens, and pretty much it's like this all over the earth. But just saying, as far as and they don't know nothing that's fucking going on, man. They don't know that United States is already been taken over. We've been giving our businesses over to China for the last 50, 60 fucking years. China has quadrupled. They're really the new world leaders already, and we're just still not willing to admit it. But yet, look at all the policies that Trump is putting in, right? And it's not Trump. He's just a fucking puppet, just like the rest of them. They're doing this shit on purpose, just like every other country's doing. They're all doing it this way. Because they're not going to make believe anymore. They're not going to pretend that we live in a free society anymore. They're going to let everybody know. They're not going to tell you that. They're just going to do it. And that's how you know. So if they tell you out of their mouth, oh, no, we're not going to do that, but then they fucking do it, you know. And that's the story of all of them. They all do this, you know. Keep everybody divided. Keep everybody angry and hating each other. I'm going to move the table after this run because I'm starting to get edge up to a tree here. So I hope that anybody that's watching this, I hope you guys start putting this out there. Even if you don't see it yourself, you must understand by watching these videos, you're able to see the imagery. I know you are. So you're either thinking it's a trick, you're thinking that it's some kind of CGI shit that I'm doing, or some kind of crap like that because you don't know me personally. So it'll be some situation like that. I'll keep going. Let's see what I get. But what's happening is because YouTube's in charge of in control of it, it's not like I can put in a fucking ad in the newspaper. Where the hell is that going to get me? I've already been throughout the towns around here telling everybody what I'm telling you. And they're not going to look. You know what I mean? It's going to be one out of every, I don't know, a few thousand people, one out of every couple 100,000 people. I don't know what the number will be that will actually awaken to this. But the more people that do awaken and see things for what they are, then it's better for everybody because then it'll get out there. It'll come out there. And then once it is out there and it becomes a point to the point where it's undeniable to anybody that looks, and then maybe, I don't know, it's a fucking pipe dream, I guess, because, I mean, like I keep saying about the chemtrails, if they're not going to look up at the sky to see the chemtrails and they don't want to learn and they don't want to know nothing about the chemtrails, I don't like calling them chemtrails because I call them mineral streets. So, the mineral streets, MINERALSTREATS, is that how I was going to do it? Something like that. Because it's the same thing. It's the same thing as chemtrails. It's just that I'm not using PSYOP terminology. That's what I always say. I have my little catchphrases. You know what? They are trailing. I'm seeing them now coming up. Yeah, they are trailing. And as usual, only in the south and only from east to west and west to east in my south. Yep, I see them. So I'm good. I'm good because I'm like 3/4 of the way through doing my entire 360. So they can trail the rest of the fucking night if they want. Yep, just like last night. Blue fucking sky, stars all over me, in my back, behind me, and above me. But yet over there, they're breaking our connection. They're breaking our connections from the moon and the sun. That's what they're doing with all this. That's one of the things. Weather modification is another one, and I'm sure the particles that they dump out of there, according to the United Nations, what they drop on it and stuff, and what they say, they admit it. It's admitted in most situations that they do this. It's us that deny it. It's us, the regular people, and we say no. That's got to be a conspiracy shit. And we're brainwashed with it. Every radio station, over the years, I'd hear different guys on radio stations, these local talk shows and all this, and they laugh about, oh yeah, people call them, what do they call them? Chemtrails. What are you, fucking stupid? You can see them. You can see them. So even if you can't prove what's in them, you can at least prove and see that it's an actual thing happening. And then if you need to know what is in them, the dangers of all the heavy metals and minerals or whatever they might be putting in there, they tell you what they're putting in them. They admit it. What's going on? No, it's a big moon. If you want to see it in the camera now, you can see. I don't know where she is. I think she's laying in the living room window. What you do is you just watch it. I just watch it go through. I don't have any filters on or nothing. It's just don't touch the table because look at look at here. So it's ready to move back to the beginning in a second, and I'll show you what I do. Just let it run through a little bit more. I let it go light to light, but you can't keep touching the table. Cause you're touching the table.
Well,
All right, doesn't not be allowed.
alright.
All right. So what I do is I turn it a little bit, and then I line it up. Start it at the beginning.
Well, like, what if a gust of wind?
All kinds of things happen. Sometimes some punk comes along and shakes the fucking table all over, and I take care of him. Take care of his ass. So right here, I'll center it for you. Here you go. It's almost centered. So you can get right in there. And you can see good.
I can see it with my eyes. I can't see that though.
Better gel that hair up because I don't like it.
Well, I like it.
It's not the style I pictured.
Style I pictured. You know, people that can do like that.
Are you kidding me? I used to be able to do so much shit. I used to lay on a bench like this, right? Be able to do this one. I've seen it in a movie. You start doing it's the worst thing you could ever do for yourself. Because you break your freaking back. No. I lay down like this. I gotta watch out for that big spider. I'm stepping in the spider again. I lay down like this. I go like this. And I come right up. Oh my. And I hold my legs out like this. And then I go. Come back down again. Oh my God. I'm sore just thinking about it. But that's when I weighed 170 pounds, 165 pounds, 165, 170, which is very light.
Really?
It was light because I was my goal was 205. I wanted to be 205 because there was this dude that came into the bank doing carpets one day, and it just like was the perfect build. He had the same chest that I had, same build. And I said, boy, if I could do that and get to that size, because that's what happens is when you, like he was doing steroids to get there. I didn't do that. I wanted to do it naturally. No, but the thing is that in between doing steroids, you look fat sometimes if you're not working out properly. No, you got to keep your feet on the ground when you do those because you want your foot to be solid. You don't want to twist your own ankle. No, yeah, if you want to do that to somebody, if somebody's messing you, go like this. Throw their hand out, go like that. Then you come up on them in the face. You got to make sure you don't hurt your foot. That's why one of my favorite stretches used to be this one. Always stretching like this because the more you're doing this, everywhere you stand, keep feeling it in here, right? Feeling, and then you switch legs and feel it in the other one. And when you do those,
I like this. Do it more.
yeah.
Well, actually, if you like reach farther, I'm gonna do that.
What are you doing? Eating? Watch out, there's big rocks and shit over there. So, even these guys, talking to the kids about this stuff, I can't force it down their throats, but I want them to be aware and know what it is behind it. And I have to tell them in a way, the best that I can, that they don't listen to everybody else when everybody else tells them your old man's crazy. So when anybody else says it, which is pretty much everybody, right? Um, I don't. That's why it's important. I try my hardest to do it logically and not portray it as some kind of a scam or magic show or fake or a lie or anything like that. It's the most truth and the most reality that anybody has ever seen. And that's the thing about it, you know?
I guess we're not good. Can I go to that thing tomorrow at 8?
Yeah, I can bring it down. We can walk down if we get up early enough. It sounds good because I was just saying I really should get some exercise.
I want to walk.
I should, but we got to leave at 7 then.
Where'd you leave at 6?
It's way too early to be hanging around down there. What time do they go?
7:45 ish.
They get there at 8.
And then they just try to figure out a way again because
So we can leave at 6:37
the
then.
guy doesn't have the keys. But like, cause like it's Scott and Foz.
I guess he teaches baseball too. Yeah, he coaches baseball.
Who?
The guy that owns the gym. He coaches. What's
Not
his
that
name?
gym. There's a school gym down.
Oh,
it's
you're going to the school gym?
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
that only takes 20 minutes to walk to.
Yeah, I know.
That's the gym you guys are talking about. I thought you were going down to the town
Yeah, they
gym.
have. Well, yeah, they do that. They do that sometimes, but the thing is, they do that there because it's for the football team does it, and Cam always invites me.
Yeah.
He says, "Oh yeah, that too," but he says that it's a good workout. I think he just likes someone that's like calmer. Everyone else is very loud.
Non-aggressive. Bunch of juicers.
That's pretty funny though. They always make me laugh at the worst time. But yeah, they have a gym and like next to the actual gym, there's like a.
Yeah, I used to see him in there. Yeah. I used to see him right at the opposite corner.
Yeah. If you go to the right, yeah. And it's such an easy walk, dude. That's what I'm saying. And then if we want to, if we leave early, we can just walk around town for a bit. And take the bikes.
I'd have to oil everything up and stuff, but just walk.
My brakes are weird.
Because we leave them outside, that's why.
Yeah,
We gotta oil them.
It was getting really bad at some point. Like
You gotta oil down the cables and all that on your
Mhm.
bike because the water gets down there and they get stuck.
Well, yeah. So because sometimes they visit Troy and they do an extra, like thing because Troy works at the other one.
Yeah.
And then something they do themselves is they go back to the elementary.
Well, I do gotta go down to Main Street tomorrow too. So I mean, we
Walk
could
there.
we could do that after you're done at the gym though.
At like 9.
Whenever you get done. So I'll walk you down.
9, but sometimes I'll ask him. But sometimes they bring some cones and then they go to the backfield. And then
All right. Well, then what I'll do now, I'll walk you down to your place. Then I'll walk to Main Street, and then I'll walk back and get you. That'll give you
at
like
11.
that'll give you like 2-3 hours. Yeah.
Alright. I'll ask him though if he does that because sometimes they don't do that. And I'm also planning because I might play soccer at the Grenville field. Because I think it was True I was offering because he lives in Springfield now, and we haven't seen in a while. And I was saying we can get some people to come play soccer over there because they have the nets that you can just literally roll out.
Right.
The Memorial has those too, you know.
Yeah.
The Memorial Park has the nets too, and that's closer to Jack. If you want to.
Mm.
Aaron's a big soccer guy, so I might ask him. But they do like those football drills. I just join along. It's a good workout. It's good to see like some of my friends.
So if you guys talk about it. You guys talk behind my back about everything, anyways. But the Jeep and this car for you and your sister, it doesn't really matter who takes what. It's just that car, because it seems to me like you're going to be driving before your sister now.
Yeah.
I don't know why that is. I don't know what the hell mom's doing, because why not let her drive?
Yeah,
She's,
she is.
I,
She wants to. She's gonna register the Jeep for Olivia so that she can drive the Jeep, and then I'm gonna take the car that you cleaned out,
yeah,
so
yeah,
that I can drive to school. Because I convinced her. I said, well, it's only 2 minutes away, and like anything around town is really close by, and everything.
yeah. And then we can work on that car and fix it up as you go
Yeah,
along, as
it'll
you're
be fun.
driving it.
It'll be
Yeah,
a fun project.
yeah. Yeah, it's worth putting some money into. I mean, what's the big deal? It's better than going and buying a car
New
for
car.
10, 15 grand,
And then having to fix it
for
again because
first car. Exactly.
she's another maintenance appointment. I'm like, you complain
Why,
about
her engine lights on?
no. She was like, you know how it says maintenance appointment required?
Yeah,
Yeah, on her dashboard.
yeah.
It does that. It's better to have a car that you understand than a car that you don't understand. You have to bring him back. Because if there's a problem with it,
But
and
if
you're like,
it's maintenance required, it may just mean oil change.
yeah, it's like maintenance. Yeah, maintenance required. Please go check it. And then they might check. They're probably gonna check the whole car, look for any small things they can charge you for. And then,
Yeah, because the warranty is probably up on that thing now, too. On a lot of the parts and stuff, depending on what goes, only the drivetrain's under warranty after the first year, I think.
if I get my license, that's gonna be every 6 months. I
Eh,
still get to drive with like another helmet.
Yeah, yeah, I understand that, and that's fine. I get that, but I'm saying that even when you guys all do this and everything, I still don't understand why they're not waking up. I mean, I'm not trying to be, depressing about it and be a negative guy about all this shit, but it's ridiculous that no one's paying attention. I mean, look what everyone's going through. It's not just the insurance rates going way up. All right, Ray was over today, right? And him and his wife were in an argument, so he wanted to get out of the house. And they were fighting because the insurance and the electric went up so fucking much, so high, and they got that tiny little house, right? And so they don't heat with electric, they don't do anything like that in the winter like we do. So um, anyway, so he was telling me about everything, and then Nathan's mother, same thing. So Nathan's mother added his insurance to the car. Now her insurance, because him being a new driver and everything, it's more expensive for like the first 3 to 5 years that you guys are on the road. So they're making it,
And boys, boys.
huh?
And for boys, it's more expensive.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
I mean, they're making it so hard for everybody.
Mom pays like $100 a month for Olivia, and she doesn't even drive.
Right, right. I understand that, but she can if she wants to. So she's just gonna have to learn. I keep asking Olivia. When you guys were gone today, I said, "Liv, why don't you give me a ride downtown? Liv, why don't you give me a ride to the laundromat? We'll only be gone an hour. Liv, why don't you give me a ride here? Give me a ride there." And she's, I just don't want to go out today. So this is again the same thing. I don't want to be.
Do that. You ask Olivia if she wants to drive all the time, but she just doesn't drive. She doesn't want to. She doesn't want to drive.
She's got to be forced into it. Then she's got to be forced into it. Then why push her off to college then if she's not ready to drive? Because that bullshit about her driving her to school all the time, that's fucking ridiculous, man. The hell, what is that? That's fucking stupid. And it was at nights that she's gonna work. She's gonna come home that time in the morning and immediately drive. But that's dangerous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's very tired.
Yeah, so if she does do that, then she should at least make Olivia drive. Olivia, I'm too tired. You're driving. I'm gonna go with you.
She just knows like she could just like.
But then when she gets there, she's gonna be exhausted. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. We should have done is, instead of spending the last 2 weeks screwing around, every chance we got, that's what I told Olivia, let's start practicing driving. Every chance you get, well, you take me out. That's one of the reasons why I cleaned out the car.
We still have time for you guys to drive. You just gotta.
No, we don't. She guy's like, what, 3 weeks away?
No, she gets in, I think, September.
Yeah. So we're already in the middle of August almost, right?
It's beginning. It's still 2 weeks to
7th.
August, and then August, September, and then we're going on vacation for a week on Wednesday.
When?
Wednesday.
This one? Next Wednesday?
Yeah. Should I
And
tell you?
no one tells me nothing. So where's that at?
We're gonna go to, I didn't name, because they've been playing that since last year.
No, Olivia told me about going to the opera.
Oh, that's in like October. She wants to dress up. I'll do that. That's fine. She wants to dress up and go to like a fancy, like opera thing. Like no, it's a Broadway kind of show.
Yeah.
It's the six. It's like kind of like Hamilton-ish.
Yeah, the Six Wives or something like that.
Yeah. And then
Well, what brought that on?
Evelyn.
Evelyn.
Yeah, Evelyn loves that show, and Olivia ended up and she showed Evelyn showed Olivia the song, and Olivia's been obsessed with that opera ever since. And she played it at the school in the gym one time because she loved the song so much, and it was really embarrassing. But I mean, I was like, all right,
This is crazy. I didn't know that's how that all went down.
yeah. And there was like one hangout, and everyone was like, oh, check this out, because Evelyn's big on like Broadway. She likes to do like
Yeah.
the theater stuff.
Yeah, that would make sense. But Olivia made it sound like this was yours and mom's idea.
Really?
Yeah.
No, because no, Olivia was begging mom to get tickets to go for her birthday present,
Yeah.
because she wanted to dress up. And then mom, I was like,
Oh,
I'll
when's her birthday? 11,
November
11,
11.
10.
Is it 10 or 11? I don't know.
11, 10. Right?
Yeah, it's yeah early. It's an early present because the next tickets are like really far in, like a long time. She only goes often,
Yeah.
and she wanted to like dress up in her fancy dress and then go. I was gonna let her and mom go because it'd be expensive.
Yeah.
That's why we're going on a Wednesday so that it's cheaper.
Well, if your hair grows back out by then, you'll be all set.
But yeah, so like I think it's Wednesday to Wednesday next,
Mm.
and then we're picking up Auntie because Auntie wanted to go because she didn't want to have to deal with Uncle Rich because Uncle Rich is a horrible driver. He drives fast.
Mm.
Like I was in the car and I just see Auntie just like panicking. I feel bad.
Yeah. I
And I
just,
get worried that
just in the last couple of weeks, I've been drove with two other people, and both of them drive past over the double yellows for most of what they're driving. I'm surprised people are not beeping at us when we're going, because it's hard being a passenger. 'Cause if you don't know the vehicle, it's hard to know how far. Yeah, you know, because you're at an angle and
because
shit.
mom did that to me, right? I was parking because we went to like the parking lot because we're waiting to get her like dentist thing. She wanted to check it, and we were like in this ice cream parking lot. I turned left. She goes shit, 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 shit. And I'm like, what happened? What happened? She's like, you're gonna hit the truck. I parked the car slowly. I come out of the car. This is the gap between the truck. It's just like you parked off because she started going.
Yeah, Olivia said she does that. Yeah.
I was in the parking lot. I like literally went like this. 1 mile higher. I hear the.
Yeah, I think Olivia will drive better with me because when she did drive with me that day, she was really good. I was very impressed.
Mom freaks me.
Yeah.
I'm like I keep my calm. I'm like okay, I'm just gonna slowly park and then ask her what happened.
Yeah, you guys could crash into something with me in the car, and I'm just gonna say, "Hey, you just crashed into something." You know what I mean? You can't get excited about shit.
Well, cause it's also mom. She's like
She panics.
car. She doesn't know what's going on. She's like, oh shoot, you're gonna mess up my car.
Yeah, that's one worry, but the worry of being held up for 2, 3 hours doing paperwork and
Yeah.
insurance going up, your insurance goes up. There's all kinds of shit to think about that you don't want to bump into someone for sure. But
30 miles per hour.
right, right. But even you, I see you around here and stuff. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. Um,
I should work on like.
and so will Olivia. You know, so shit like that when someone jumps on you, or that scares you more than anything, right?
Yeah, because that's.
She might as well have just said, "Oh, be careful of this." You know,
That's
when you're
what I
pulling
told
in,
her. I said, you could have said, oh, there's a car right there.
you got enough room right there, or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
you
oh, slow down, wait. Because
all right.
you're getting close to it.
I'm trying to remember what Olivia did. Olivia did a couple things that were mistakes, no big deal. And then I told her, and that's it.
Yeah, and then mom makes a big deal about it.
Hmm. That's fucking nice, man. Unbelievable. Oh my god. And nobody looks. Nobody looks. That's why I go light to light, what you're seeing here. And you hear the trail jets, right? But there jokes on them tonight unless YouTube shuts me down tonight because I only got one more turn to go and I'm all done. Hmm. I don't know, bat, bird? A bat or a bird or something. It was far away. I just happened to catch it. I'll have to look in on that when I upload the video. I guess it could have been an airplane too or something. Damn it. I guess there could be mosquitoes or gnats or something too, because I just seen another one. Um, and they are landing around on the telescope. So, all right, that was my last turn. I'll be back. So, yeah, it must be what it is, because I just seen another one too. Let me do this. I gotta do this a little bit. Fuck around a little bit. Have some fun. Hmm. I never did this before. I'm kind of liking it. I don't think I've ever been this calm before. It's a lot of practice with the telescope. Otherwise, it's a lot of bouncing around and everything. All right. Yeah, this is really good. What I'm doing is I'm cropping with the camera on the right side and with the light on the left. And I'm doing 360s with the camera and just picking certain images that I like, large ones that I know there's no doubt about it. You're going to see them as they come into the camera. You're going to see them. And I'm just leaving the camera alone and letting them come through one at a time like this. I'm only going in one direction. Like, if I go in every direction, it might get confusing and complicated, so I'm just keeping it simple. You can see the images to the right of the moon as well as the ones, but I'm actually going for the ones to the left of the camera frame right now, which this is a reverse telescope too. I hear you, whatever you are. You a skunk? I hear you. It's really good. Looks really good. It's really nice, man. You can see the cut. You can see the intent of all the imagery. You can see it, the large faces to the left of the camera in the moon that I'm trying to get you to. You can see the intent of the imagery really nicely. And I'm bringing you around just image by image by image. And it should get more clear as I keep going around what I'm doing. It's all about lights and shadows, angles and distances of perspective. Kind of want them here. Fucked it up. There it is. There it is. Yeah, I want it more moved over a little bit. There we go. There we go. Let me get some of those deeper images down in there. And you can see the intent of the imagery. It's fucking unbelievable, man. You can see the true creator's work. It doesn't get any better than this. We can see it all. It's unbelievable. The three-dimensionalism of the work also, like this. The perfectness of it. Being able to see it all as it's going light to light and get to see the detail in the faces. It's all there for us, people. It's all there for us to see. Alright, this is getting more difficult because now I'm kind of going upside down. Let me see. Yeah, I guess I got to keep going. I'm going to keep going on what I'm doing. I'm not going light to light anymore so much. I'm doing a little bit of light to light stuff, but I'm actually cutting it in sections, trying to crop with my camera to one side or the other, and I can see it also. I mean, I think it's going to help for you to all see it. You know, look right down the center. You see those timelines. Those are all timelines. But that big one down the center of the moon, you look at the big face to the right, the one with the beard. He's got the beard down there. You can see very clearly his eyes, his nose, face. Huge, huge. Takes up the whole right side of the moon right now, right? And then you go to the left side. Again, it's image within image. It's tough. But on the left side, frame that whole image that's right there, right in front of you. Look at the hairdo, the face, the facial features, the nose, the beard, everything. It's all there. It's all there. We can't fucking miss it. We can see it. And the thing is the images in the moon, because they never change, it's great evidence for us throughout all this. Let's see what I got this time. Yeah, look at it. It's fucking beauteous, man. Fucking beauteous. This is going to be one of my best moon videos. I hope YouTube lets it upload and lets it be seen. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna call it a night there though, because I've been out here for over an hour, so I'll be back.